Welcome back, Forgotten Crimes fans. Today we are delving into one of the most infamous and controversial cases in American history, the O.J. Simpson murder trial. This case captivated the nation and sparked debates on race, justice, and the legal system. Let's dive into the details and unravel the complexities of this high-profile case. On the night of June 12, 1994, Nicole Brown Simpson and her friend Ronald Goldman were brutally murdered outside Nicole's condominium in Brentwood, Los Angeles. Nicole, who was O.J. Simpson's ex-wife, had been stabbed multiple times, with her body found slumped at the bottom of a staircase. Goldman, who had come to return a pair of glasses that Nicole's mother had left at a restaurant, was also found stabbed to death nearby. The next day, O.J. Simpson, a former NFL star and actor, became the primary suspect in the murders. Evidence began to mount against him, including a blood-stained glove found at his property, blood traces in his car, and a cut on his hand. On June 17, 1994, instead of surrendering to the police, Simpson led authorities on a low-speed chase in a white Ford Bronco, driven by his friend Al Cowlings. The chase was broadcast live on national television, with millions of Americans watching the surreal spectacle unfold. Simpson was eventually arrested and charged with the murders of Nicole and Goldman. His trial, which began on January 24, 1995, became a media sensation, often referred to as the trial of the century. The proceedings were televised, turning courtroom participants into overnight celebrities. Simpson assembled a high-profile defense team, dubbed the Dream Team, which included renowned attorneys like Johnnie Cochran, Robert Shapiro, and F. Lee Bailey. The prosecution's case was based on the substantial physical evidence linking Simpson to the crime scene. This included DNA evidence, which was relatively new at the time, showing that blood found at the scene matched Simpson's. The infamous bloody glove found at Simpson's estate was a key piece of evidence. However, the defense challenged the credibility of this evidence, suggesting it had been contaminated or planted by the LAPD, which had a history of racial discrimination and corruption. Johnnie Cochran, one of Simpson's lead attorneys, famously declared, "If it doesn't fit, you must acquit."
Fit. Remember these words. If it doesn't fit, you must acquit.
Referring to the moment when Simpson tried on the glove in court and it appeared too tight. This phrase became a pivotal point in the trial, casting doubt on the prosecution's case. The defense also focused on discrediting LAPD detective Mark Fuhrman, who had discovered the glove. Fuhrman was later exposed for making racist statements and lying under oath, further weakening the prosecution's position. The trial lasted for more than 8 months, with both sides presenting extensive evidence and witness testimonies. On October 3, 1995, the jury reached a verdict after just 4 hours of deliberation. O.J. Simpson was acquitted of all charges. The verdict was met with a polarized reaction from the public. Many African Americans viewed the acquittal as a victory against a biased legal system, while others, particularly in white communities, saw it as a grave miscarriage of justice. Simpson's acquittal did not end the controversy surrounding the case. In 1997, he faced a civil trial brought by the families of Nicole Brown Simpson and Ronald Goldman. The jury in the civil trial found Simpson liable for the wrongful deaths and awarded the families $33.5 million in damages. Despite the civil judgment, Simpson maintained his innocence. The O.J. Simpson case had a lasting impact on American society and the legal system. It highlighted issues of race, celebrity, and media influence in the courtroom. The trial exposed deep racial divides and raised questions about the fairness and effectiveness of the criminal justice system. It also marked the beginning of the 24-hour news cycle and the rise of reality television, with networks providing continuous coverage and analysis of the proceedings. In the years following the trial, Simpson's life continued to be marked by legal troubles. In 2007, he was arrested and later convicted for his involvement in a robbery at a Las Vegas hotel. He was sentenced to 33 years in prison, with the possibility of parole after 9 years. In 2017, Simpson was granted parole and released from prison. The legacy of the O.J. Simpson case remains contentious. It serves as a reminder of the complexities and challenges of the legal system, particularly in high-profile cases involving race and celebrity. The case also underscores the enduring impact of media on public perception and the administration of justice. Adding further complexity to the O.J. Simpson case were the various elements of forensic evidence that were hotly contested in court. The defense team cast significant doubt on the handling and integrity of the evidence collected by the LAPD. Allegations of mishandling and contamination of evidence, along with the racial tensions surrounding Detective Mark Furman, played into the narrative that Simpson was being framed or unfairly targeted by a racially biased system. The impact of media coverage on the trial cannot be overstated. The extensive media presence and the broadcasting of the trial turned it into a national spectacle. This unprecedented coverage influenced public opinion and may have even impacted the proceedings in the courtroom. The trial's media circus environment highlighted how media can shape and sometimes distort the judicial process, a phenomenon that continues to be relevant in today's high-profile cases. The Bronco chase, the trial itself, and the subsequent media frenzy also sparked discussions about celebrity culture in America. O.J. Simpson's status as a beloved sports figure and celebrity complicated the public's perception of his guilt or innocence. The case raised questions about whether celebrities receive preferential treatment in the legal system and how their public personas can influence their legal battles. In examining the cultural impact of the O.J. Simpson case, it's clear that it also prompted a closer look at domestic violence issues. Nicole Brown Simpson had a documented history of abuse at the hands of O.J. Simpson, which became a critical aspect of the prosecution's case. The trial brought national attention to domestic violence and highlighted the need for better protection and support for victims. However, the acquittal also underscored the challenges that victims face in obtaining justice, particularly when their abuser is a powerful and influential figure. The case also had a lasting impact on the legal profession and forensic science. The extensive use of DNA evidence during the trial was groundbreaking and set new standards for its application in criminal cases. However, it also highlighted the importance of proper evidence handling and the potential for human error to compromise forensic results. The lessons learned from the Simpson trial have influenced how forensic evidence is collected, preserved, and presented in courtrooms across the country. O.J. Simpson's own statements and behavior after the trial continued to fuel public fascination and controversy. His book, If I Did It, which was published with significant controversy and public backlash, purported to offer a hypothetical account of how he might have committed the murders. This publication only served to deepen the divide between those who believed in his innocence and those who were convinced of his guilt. Thanks for joining us on this episode of Forgotten Crimes. We love diving into the world of true crime, exploring the stories that grip the world and uncovering the details that make these cases so fascinating. If there's a case you're curious about or if you have any thoughts to share, let us know. Until next time, keep your curiosity alive and remember, the world of crime is as complex as it is captivating.